welcome to China Walls, and it's a beautiful spot for diving, but there's a lot of hazards, especially walking down on the rocks here. And ironically, there's nails hammered in certain parts for fishing, which make for really precarious walking on the rocks here. Ocean's pointing out a few there. They've tried to pound them down, but they're still around, so something to look out for there. And then of course, with the water pooling up in here, you got very hazardous slipping points. Anything that's wet like this moss over here, super dangerous. But again, this place needs a lot of attention for cleaning of the fishing line. And it's a great place for fishing because it's like right close to the shoreline and it drops off really deep. So you get a lot of different life out here. But the corals need a lot of attention. There's so much entanglement. Every day we come, it's just like thousands of pieces of line everywhere. So that's why we're trying to promote it, so people can come down here and help clean up, but do it safely. Getting in and out of the water is a little hazardous too. You can see off these ledges, you kind of have to like pull yourself up and down. And there is a little spot that we'll get in more detail right here in the corner where you can get up with the timing of the swell. So yeah, this place is super hazardous getting in and out of the water. Be really careful. A lot of people have died here, slipping, falling on the rocks, going in the water and not being able to get out.
China Walls and spitting caves are notorious for drownings. The nearest lifeguard stands are miles away.
Over the past 3 decades, Lieutenant Kavika Eckhart says he can't count how many lives have been saved out here, or how many were lost. Government statistics don't specify locations, but we've reported at least 2 deaths at China Walls and 3 at spitting caves in recent years.
We're going to show you a nice way to get in and out of the water that's super safe, but you don't want to go out here diving anytime there's surf.
So for a reef cleanup here, besides just being really careful not to go too close to the water, especially if there's any kind of waves coming over, the gear that you're going to need to stay safer, to be more efficient, to have a better time, would be a mesh bag so that you can put the fishing line in. And I suggest that the safety person, your buddy that you're diving with, they're the ones that hold the mesh bag. And then if you're cutting the fishing line, it's nice to have a knife holder on your belt. And there's a lot of different knives that we can talk about. But I really like this one from Cressy. It's called the alligator knife. And it's because it actually turns into scissors. So we really want to make sure to cut the line off of the reef, not pull, because when you pull the line, it'll actually break the coral. So this is the Cressy alligator knife, so you can actually easily cut this way, or you can cut this way. And then so that you're not cutting yourself, and especially so that you're not getting urchins into the side of your hand. That has happened to me when a swell came and I was in the middle of cutting a line, just moved me really fast, and I got some urchin spines here on the side. So use the gloves to protect yourself, and it also helps to protect the coral. So in case you are untangling something, you're not getting the oils from your hands on the coral, because coral is alive. And so you've got your mesh bag, you've got your gloves, you've got your knife, a weight belt that's not too heavy so that you don't totally sink to the bottom, but that helps you to get down, especially if you're wearing a wetsuit, because wetsuits help you to stay warm, but they also make you float. So if you're wearing a wetsuit, I highly recommend a weight belt. Weight belt is also very helpful for clipping off a bag or clipping off a knife. And then I use fins for free diving specifically, but you can use short little fins. There's not necessarily like a better one for you. It's just a matter of what are you comfortable in and what can you sort of keep up in the current with and maneuver around with, because you do need to be able to maneuver, especially if there's a strong surge.